Hey guys, going to go through two LeetCode questions really quickly for Wednesday's video. So the first one's going to be reverse words and string. Second one's going to be decode string. As always, going to try to do each problem in around 17 and a half minutes. So let's jump right into it. I'll start the timer and let's go. Okay, so first question is reverse words and string. This is actually a relatively popular programming question. So given the input string, reverse the string word by word. So instead of doing it letter by letter, you do it word by word. And then from there, what you could do is, um, I'm looking at this example, and right here, if you have white space, you want to reduce that. So there is some cleaning you have to do with the string before you can reverse it. So from there, with punctuations, it looks like you can keep that. I know there's some variations of this question where you would have to remove the punctuation, but it looks fine here. So all I'm going to do is remove the left spaces and right spaces before the string. And what I'm thinking about doing is just reversing all the letters, and then once you have this reverse the letters, you just basically count or go through every single letter until you um, until you reach a white space, and then you just reverse those letters again. So basically, you reverse the string. From there, it's gonna be look like a mirror, and from there, you just count the letters to the white space, and then reverse those letters, and they'll be in the right place. So, for example, if you were to reverse the string, it would be EULB, and then once it hits the white space, you know that's a word. So then you would just reverse that, and then you'd get BLUE, like you have here. Then you'd add the white space, and then just repeat the same process. So what I'm going to be doing for the string is cleaning it. So clean string prepending or prepending, yeah, prepending and ending white spaces. So how do you do that in Python? You actually have some built-in functions. So from there, you could just do s equals s dot l strip dot r strip, I believe. Okay, so from there, now we are going to uh, change the string into a series of characters. So from there, we're just going to use a list comprehension. Um, so for char in reversed, or we can just do sorted. Yeah, sort. Um, oh no, this is a string. So let's see. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually do IDX. So we can do S IDX, and then from there, for in range, no, reversed range, lang s to 0. So yeah, basically what I'm doing is I'm just reversing the string, and then for each one of those indexes, so let's say the string is 10 characters long, you go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 all the way to 0, that reverses the string. And then for the second part, I'm going to be iterating for this array, and then like um, as you find each letter, you basically append it to like some type of substring, and then just reverse that. So from there, okay. Let's just make sure that works. Okay. Oh yeah, never mind. I could actually do dot split, then reversed. Oh. Okay, so let's just do s.split. Okay, let's see. Oh, so it is doing it by words. So let's just make sure. Okay, so this is splitting by words because with the split function, you are when you don't put a parameter in here, it just splits on based on white space. And then what I can do, I can just reverse this. But I think in other variations of this problem, when you remove the actual um, punctuations, that's when you would reverse the letters. But let's see if that just works. Um, and then from here, what you could do is, so this is an array, and then we can do that is do, oh no, okay. And since this is an array, you can actually just do actually a one-liner right here that actually will reverse the, yeah. So this is basically like just like slice indexing, so you're just reversing there. So from there, what you could do is you just rejoin the array using the join function, which is a built-in function. Oh, I forgot to add the space right there. Okay, so there'll probably be some edge cases where I do have to reverse like the letters. Oh, okay, so this is just a simple one. Okay, so for other variations of this problem, you would actually have to remove the punctuations. So what you could do again is just reverse the actual letters, um, and then if you have like a punctuation, just don't include it. And then you just from that reverse string, you just find a word and then reverse that word in the proper order. So let's try to do that quickly because we do actually have enough time. Okay, so that's one way. Okay, so same thing, that's fine. s.lstrip .rstrip. Okay, so from the string, let's see. And actually what I can do here is r equals s.split, and then actually you just do it by character by including these two quotation marks, and then reversed that. So let's just print that and see what we get there. I think we should get all the letters now from that. Okay. Empty separator. Okay. So I think I do have to do list comprehension here. So how do I do it in a reversed way? Yeah, I think I just do it based on characters. So for char in for idx in enumerate. Okay. idx in range reverse lang s 0. Well, let's see. So from there, then you just have this. So let's see if that works for us. So what I'm trying to do is just get like all the character letters reversed. Okay. So range reversed lang. Oh, okay. Again. Okay, that makes sense. I actually don't need reversed. I just need to do this. Okay. -1, sorry. Okay. How did I do these characters in this list comprehension? So range 10 to 1 -1. Okay. Okay, so you can see now I have reversed the characters. So basically what I did is like from 10 to 0 and then with a -1 stride. I'm just make sure I did not lose any of the word. Okay, so I just got to get rid of that -1 to include that T on this last parentheses. So IDX 10 to 1, let's do that. Okay. Okay, let's see what is sky blue. So I'm missing this T right here. So you go to -1. Okay. Include that last character. Good to know. All right. Then from this array, you would just collect these letters and then reverse them. So from here, so then what you do is for elim in R, then you just do sub R equals this. If elim dot is alpha, so basically just to make sure that it's a character, then you do sub R dot append elim, and then if you break that, what you do there is else output equals this. So you just reverse the strings, and you really don't actually need the empty spaces because you can just add them when you rejoin everything. So from this, then you just do reversed word equals sub R. Just return of that one dot join. And then just add that word to the output. Then from there, the next element, I think you just reset it. And yeah, so you just reset it. Sub R equals empty array. Perfect. And then you just do return, then do a space dot join output. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, let's just do simple. Does not equal space. Interesting. Okay. So the sub-R is not printing. Print elem. Okay, let's see where I'm getting wrong here. Okay. Print sub-R. Hmm. Okay, so why is this elem adding to this? So if elem does not equal empty string, add it to this sub-R. Okay, the append else. Maybe it's dot alpha. Dot alpha. Equal empty string. Okay, so why isn't this append working right here? So you keep on appending, you keep on appending. Because I am seeing it right here. These elements are printing. Okay, so first problem. Time is up here, but I feel like we're close here. Okay, well, let's just look. Is alpha Python not empty space string? Is space, okay. So let's just do not. Oh, misspelled is space. Let's try that out. It keeps on doing that empty string. And it keeps on doing this empty array. Oh, okay. It keeps on resetting with each single element. That makes sense now. Oh my god. I'm dumb. Not dumb, but I made a silly mistake. Okay. Then why does it end at... So I actually don't need this helper function because I could just have used this not equal to empty space. And then from here, you can just add like the final one. Okay. That makes sense to me. Just take this, the final one. So I can just change that by doing enumerate really quickly. Enumerate. Dx does not equal len r minus 1. Okay, let's see if that fixes that. Maybe it will cut off one character. Yep. So yeah, cut off that thing too. Okay, I might have to just append that. So it's cutting off that. So yeah, you just basically have to repeat these two lines after you iterate over it. So I can just get rid of enumerate and this thing right here and just make it simple. So get rid of idx and enumerate, and then just copy these lines after. Okay, making sure these are right. And yep, this should include the last yep. Oh, interesting. Okay. And then I just got to do sub r does not equal 0. Okay, let's try that one. All right, perfect. Okay, so that's how you'd reverse this. Basically, just doing it by the characters, and then I could speed this up by not doing this new array. Oops, yeah, this new array creation with the slice indexing. But I'll leave that for exercise for me later. So let's go into the decode string problem. So 17.5 minutes. Let's go get it. So decode string. Okay, so given an encoded string, return its an encoded string, return its decoded string, and the coding rule is k encoding string where. Oops, let me plug this in. This one right here. Okay. Is k encoded string where encoded string inside the square brackets is repeated exactly k times. Note k is guaranteed to be a positive integer. That's good to know. You may assume the input string is always valid. No extra white spaces. Square brackets are well formed. So that should mean that there's always going to be a closing bracket for every single opening bracket. Furthermore, you may assume the original data does not contain any digits, and that digits are only for those repeat numbers. For example, there won't be input 3a or 2, 4. Good to know. Okay. Okay. So usually with this like string processing problems, especially like with certain patterns, you're going to be using stacks. So with this, what I think you might be doing is like you'll iterate through the string and the characters or letters, and if you see a number, then you'll probably set that number to a constant variable, and then from there, once you find a bracket, you're going to put that in a stack. You include all the characters inside that, You might be able to do something for recursion too, but like for iterative approach, you're going to go for the stack, add all the characters, and then wait till it closes it. Once it closes, what I would do next is actually you could keep track of the actual characters within the string. Yeah, keep track of the characters in the string. And then multiply the converted number after it. But then how would you apply it to the same string you're iterating over? Okay. Okay, so like you have two open parentheses ABC, so this is example 3, closing parentheses, so then you should have 3 iterations, or yeah, 3 repetitions of ABC. So ABC, no, sorry, 2. So ABC, ABC, okay, and the next one is 3CD, so you should have 3 repetitions of CD. So after the 2 ABCs, CD, 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 the last one's EF. Okay. Okay. I think I got this. So I'm going to just do an output array, and then that's going to be joined at the end. I'm going to have a stack, boom, return dot join output. Okay, from that stack. Okay. All right, for char in S, if char does not, well, okay, so is alpha, so dot is alpha. Then you do output dot append char elif, so else if char. So let's just make this simple. So number for string 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Elif char in number. Okay, and if that's the case, you break into this thing right here. So if it is a number, what you should be doing is converting that number, so num equals int char, so you can times that, and then like repeat. But then you have okay, so how do you deal with how do you deal with the problems of like multi-nested brackets? Okay. Oh man, this is an interesting question. I'm gonna have to go for this one. Okay. So from this, like I really want to do like a recursion on this. But how would I get that last? that last closing bracket. And then how would I carry over the number, like a 2 or 3, to multiply everything? Okay. How can I use this stack more intelligently? So maybe I can push the numbers. Maybe I can push the numbers onto the stack. Then when an open parentheses is found, then you pop the number. Then you include the parentheses. You track the amount of characters within those parentheses. Then once you have the closing parentheses, you multiply that subsection or that sub collection of letters by that initial number. And then how do you append it to the original array? Like what if you have that nested array? See how much time I have. Yeah, 9 minutes left, I think. Okay. So I could have, like, let's use example 2, like AC open parentheses C close parentheses C. To have that on the stack, then times that string by 3, so it'd be A2C, 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 and then that could be expanded again. Okay. So maybe I just gotta do while stack. Maybe there's a way to include like a tuple with this multiplication and then the string. So like A3 and then you just times that. Okay, AC2. So once you find the opening brackets in something like that, look for the closing bracket. Once you find the closing bracket, keep track of your last number. Wow, this is a really hard one for me. Damn. How do I use this in a stack? Okay. Just because I don't want this video to be too much more boring, I'm gonna throw in the white flag for this one. I gotta research this one, but yeah, thank you guys for viewing this video. We were able to do the first one, reversed words, in two different ways. One a little kind of bit more Pythonic, and it was a little bit easier because we didn't have to do punctuation marks. For this one, we kind of showed you like the normal way to do it. If you had to do punctuation marks, like you'd reverse the characters or the letters first, and then from there you'd find what equals a word, and then just reverse those letters. For the decode string, I think my intuition was right with the stack. Let's just make sure. So related topics, def first search, and stack. So yeah, I think there's a way you could do this with a stack, and then be able to just multiply those the substrings with the numbers. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining, and see you guys in Friday's video. Cheers.